Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Today we talk about travel.
We go to a travel agent's.
But we say goodbye to James and Julia.
Travel. Suppose you're traveling by rail. There are lots of things that you need to know. Where to buy a ticket, where the train leaves from, and so on. How do you ask for that information?
Well, you say, "Excuse me, where can I buy a ticket?" Where can I buy a ticket? Or, can you tell me where I can buy a ticket? Can you tell me where I can buy a ticket? Then there's this question. Where does the train leave from? Where does the train leave from? Or, do you know where the train leaves from? Do you know where the train leaves from?
Julia Marsh and James Brady are travelling today. They're going to a town called Banbury to see Tom Hall. They've decided to go by train. The only problem is, James played tennis yesterday and he hurt his ankle.
I don't know which platform we want. Do you?
It's platform 2, I think. But I'm not sure if it's the same at weekends.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you know where the Banbury train leaves from?
Yes. Platform 1.
Is platform 1 on this side?
No. It's the last platform. Over there.
Oh. Excuse me. Could you help me, please?
Of course. But I must deliver this parcel first. Would you mind waiting a moment?
No. Not at all. Thank you.
Let's listen again to some of the things they said.
I don't know which platform we want.
I'm not sure if it's the same at weekends.
Could you help me, please?
Of course.
Now back to James and Julia at the station.
Can you manage?
Yes, thank you.
Will you be all right now?
Yes, I think so. It was very kind of you to help us.
Not at all.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's a pleasure. Oops.
Oh, no, we've forgotten to buy the tickets.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me where the ticket office is, please?
Yes. It's right over there. Opposite platform 12.
Oh, no.
It's all right. I'll go.
Did you notice the way Julia and James thanked the man?
It was very kind of you to help us.
Not at all.
Thank you very much indeed.
It's a pleasure.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me which way north is?
North? North is that way. But you shouldn't go north. I'm traveling south for the winter.
Is it hot or cold in the south?
I'm not sure, but I think it's hot. That's why I'm going south. I know that it's cold in the north.
Ah, thank you for your help. Well, time to go.
But that's north.
Yes, I know.
James and Julia are still at the station, waiting for their train.
What are you reading?
A book about India.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there. I read a wonderful book about India when I was a boy. I don't know who wrote it. It was called The Forgotten Land. What's that one about?
The writer describes a journey through India. He travelled by slow train, by boat. He even went 200 kilometres by taxi.
That sounds wonderful. I'd love to do something like that.
I wonder if I would like it.
I think you would. Maybe we could go there together.
Together? You and me on a slow train through India? I'm not a very good travelling companion.
I'm sure you'd love it.
Would I, James?
Yes, you would.
India? With you? I wonder.
I'm afraid that's the last we'll see of James and Julia. I wonder if they'll go to India. I hope so.
If you had the chance, which unusual or exotic place would you go to?
If I had the opportunity, I think I'd like to go to Tahiti.
I'd go to Thailand.
Oh, I'd love to go to Africa. I would love to go to Tanzania and spend some time maybe in the area of Kilimanjaro.
If I had a chance, I would probably go to Jamaica.
I think somewhere in the Far East.
I would go to Hawaii, because the weather would be warm, the beaches would be nice.
Kuoni is a travel agency in England that specialises in long-distance holidays to exotic places. Maria Paul works for Kuoni. She describes some of the holidays they offer.
Kuoni offers some very exciting tours. We go to some quite unusual places that possibly people haven't heard too much about. Little islands like Koh Samui. We go to places like the Maldives Islands. Lots of different islands with very different characters, different things to offer everyone. Everything from a particularly deluxe island like Karumba down to tiny little islands with just very basic accommodation, restaurants with sand floors, that type of thing. And then there's completely the other end of the market, princess cruises around the Caribbean, the ultimate in luxury. The customers can ask for absolutely anything and we'll provide it, but I think probably the most popular destinations overall are Thailand, Hong Kong, Barbados in the Caribbean, although other Caribbean islands also do very well. Egypt is always popular. A lot of people are fascinated by Egypt and the culture. The Nile cruises in particular, always very full.
What questions do Maria's clients ask?
Usually the first question is this available? Normally they have a fair idea of what they want, although they quite often can be persuaded to choose something different if their first option isn't available. So you're interested in a Far East holiday. Do you know where exactly? Have you got some idea of where you'd like to go?
Well, we were thinking of something like Bali or one of the exotic islands in that area.
Clients can ask all kinds of questions, everything from how long is the flight, what is the movie on the flight, what kind of meals are served. It does all seem to be available.
Something I forgot to ask. Would you mind arranging for us to have some vegetarian food on the aeroplane?
Yes, certainly. That's no problem at all.
Thank you very much.
Clients quite often want to know exactly how many stars a hotel is, what grade of hotel it is, exactly what the facilities are.
Is it a high-rise hotel?
No, none of the buildings are higher than the height of the palm trees, which is rather nice, I think. Working in the travel business, you find that every day is different. You don't know what the client is going to want. When they come through the door, they could ask for anything. They could ask for a rail ticket, or they could ask for the most wonderful exotic holiday. Your flight will leave on the 21st of June, as I said, via Jakarta to Denpasar. And then we have 14 nights on a room-only basis in the Bali Sol. Is that the type of thing you were looking for?
Well, that sounds terrific.
Yes, that sounds fine.
Okay, and can you tell me how you'd like to pay?
By credit card, please.
Certainly. Every day is different, completely different. It doesn't get boring. I know people that have been in the travel business for 20, 25 years, and they still get excited about traveling. They don't get blasé about traveling to the airport and going off on a trip. It's not an everyday thing. It's always exciting.
I think I need a holiday.
So do I. Do you know what exotic place I'd go to?
No.
A desert island. A place where there are no other people.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.